What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here with some NFL playoffs, a two-game slate. Bills taking on the Broncos in Denver, as well as the 49ers taking on the Seahawks in Seattle. So we have a nice two-game slate today. Got a nice slate tomorrow. Super excited for the NFL today. Finally a little bit of a break from NBA because NBA's been a little bit tough. Let's take a look at our free picks from yesterday. So for the first free slip that I gave you guys, we took Siakam, Nembhard, and Trey Murphy. This one was free. This one pretty much cashed by halftime. Siakam cashed it by half. Nembhard cashed at half. And then, or I think he had 5 assists at half. And then Trey Murphy had 11, but he had 9 points at the beginning of the third quarter. So that was extremely free. The second slip we had was Brandon Ingram with Michael Porter Jr. Porter Jr. cashed, but Ingram hooked us. He chalked with a hook. He had 19. Another one of those spots where his shot volume wasn't as high as I thought. I expected at least 20 buckets from him, or 20 shot attempts from him yesterday, with quickly out as well. Didn't happen. Should have cashed easy, man. That one should have been another cash, but it is what it is. We went 3-1 on our free picks with a hook as our fourth pick for a almost sweep. So not a bad day in terms of free picks. Looking at our bet tracker, I ended up losing 175 yesterday on my money lines. So for the month, the profit is 44.25. Now let's take a look at this week. So even though you see 4 red days this week, you can hover this. At the bottom, it sums these all up. $573.39 profit for the week. Last week, we profited $2,400, and then the first week of the month, we profited $1,400. So we're still dominating for this month. It just looks kind of ugly with these red days, but the 2 winning days we had were big enough to where these red days don't really matter as much. When you look at the bets that I placed yesterday, it was these 3. I ended up playing just in NBA yesterday. I didn't do any college basketball or anything, but I ended up taking Nets money line, Sixers money line, Pelicans money line. Nets money line cashed. Sixers money line should have cashed. They literally lost in the last minute of the game. Like that one, they were up 7 with 2 minutes to go. I thought that was free. Unfortunately, they ended up getting beat by the Cavs. I knew that was going to be a toss-up game, but Sixers kind of did me dirty at the end of the game there. So that one ended up chalking. Then we had Pelicans money line, another one. I only put half a unit on this one because I knew it was going to be risky. The Pacers have looked good. I was thinking maybe the Pelicans could break that win streak that the Pacers were on. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for me. Fortunately for the Pacers, though. But overall, yesterday, minus 175. Not a great day in terms of our sports books. I am going to go ahead and pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of VIP. So you guys know how I do this. I do it in every single video. If today's video gets 250 likes, I will randomly select a comment from the comments to win a free month of VIP. Now, I do want to say, guys, we have NFL today. That means we're going to have teasers. Our NFL teasers have been extremely profitable this month. Or this season. So hopefully we can keep that going in the playoffs. I really like the 2 games in terms of running a teaser because they should be some pretty competitive games. We'll talk about the teaser here in a minute, but I do need to go ahead and pick this winner. So make sure you guys leave a like and a comment for your chance. Let's pick our winner from yesterday's video. Winner is going to be for Born Ready 14, who said VIP. Well, Born Ready, you did get yourself some VIP. Send me a message on Discord. I will get you added for that free month. I do appreciate and love every single one of you guys. I appreciate all the support you give me. And yeah, hopefully we can have us a good day today. If you guys do want to join our Discord, the Discord is free. Link to the Discord is down in the description. I don't post all my plays for free, but if you guys do want to get every slip that I run, you want to get every single bet that I placed on that bet tracker, you can come, and it's only $10 a week or $25 a month. You can use code NBA, 20% off, so $8 for your first week or $20 for your first month. Highly recommend you guys sign up if you haven't already. Link to the WAP is down in the description. All you do is pay on WAP. You link your Discord to WAP, and then WAP will give you VIP access in the Discord, and you'll have access to every single channel. And I have a lot of DMs, so don't judge me here. I haven't had a chance to go through them yet. I wake up. This is like every 30 minutes I have that. So if I can go answer them all right now before the video's over, I'll have 20 more DMs. So I kind of just I answer as many as I can when I first wake up, and then I go for them. But you guys can see, this is what you're going to get from the VIP menu. These are all my plays, and you got all of our mods, and this is the free area up here. So you guys, a lot of channels to go through. I can help you guys out if you need help with anything, but that is all down in the description if you guys do want to join. But that being said, let's go ahead and let's talk about this NFL slate for today. So Bills Broncos is the first game on the slate we're going to talk about before we do anything. This is the NFL. These are not dome stadiums. you have to check the weather. So I had the NFL weather report pulled up for today, and you guys can see we had the Bills at the Broncos. You have a partly cloudy game, 38 degrees with 0% chance of precipitation. Does not say anything about winds, say light and variable winds have minimal impact. So nice weather. It is cold, but that's expected up in Denver. So like this game in terms of the weather's at. Looking at the other game, we have Niners Seahawks, clear skies, 49 degrees, no rain. Winds remain calm throughout the game. Overall weather will not be a factor. So beautiful weather for the Seahawks game. Super excited for this slate. We ain't got to worry about weather for the most part, and that makes me extremely happy. So let's talk about this first game, and in my opinion, the best game is going to be the Bills versus Broncos. So this one takes place in Denver. We've already talked about it. It's minus 109 favorites for Denver, 1.5 point spread with a 45.5 total. Right now, 70% of the money and 65% of the money for the spread is going to be on Buffalo. So everybody has the Bills to win this game. I personally do not. If you know me, my wife is a Broncos fan. She is from Colorado. I cannot root against the Broncos here. I'm with the Broncos on this one. Both teams have looked good. The Bills just beat the Jaguars in a very close 27-24 game. The Broncos are coming off of a 19-3 win over the Chargers. Now, taking a look at these teams, the Broncos have not played since the 4th of January. They have two weeks of rest, 2 weeks to prepare for the team that they were going to face today. So that means they had 2 weeks to know if I'm going to play against the Bills or the Jags. Plenty of time to prepare for a team, plenty of rest. The Bills coming off of a hard-fought victory where Trevor Lawrence threw a pick in the last minute of the game that sealed their fate. Tough game for the Bills, and they're traveling again to Denver. So not even a full week's rest for that team. I'm leaning with the Broncos here. And this is a game that can go either way. It's very hard to bet against Josh Allen in the playoffs. He comes out here and he has very, very good games. When you're looking at the offense versus the defense of these two teams. So right here on Outlier, you can scroll down on the side. You can see team rankings. And you can see the offense for pretty much every single stat. So passing yards. They have the 15th ranked passing offense and the first ranked rushing offense in the league, going against the second-ranked rush defense and the 7th-ranked passing defense. So you have a very, very strong defense on this Broncos side of things. In terms of offense, the Broncos have struggled a little bit compared to this Bills team, but their defense has been stellar. Now, when we swap things around, we're going to go defense for the Broncos or defense for the Bills versus the offense for the Broncos. You can see the Broncos have the 11th-ranked passing offense versus for number 1 passing defense in the league. Then you look at the opposite side of things, the 16th ranked rushing offense versus the 28th ranked rushing defense. So Bills have a strong pass defense, very weak rushing defense. Now, one thing you do have to look at for this Broncos team is that they are missing J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins is not going to be out. He could, if they win this game, could potentially come back for the game on the 25th. That's unsure of. If they make it to the Super Bowl, he's projected to be playing for the Super Bowl. So a lot of the running game is going to be gone here. A lot of pressure going to be on the backups. Do I think the Broncos having success with the run game? I don't really think so. I think this is going to be a game where they are going to be throwing the ball more. Bo Nix has had his games where he's looked well and looked good. But this Bills defense has been strong. They've held a majority of teams to low passing yards. I'm not thinking that. I think Bo throws for 200 plus. Do I think this is going to be a game where he throws for 300 yards? Probably not. That's my personal opinion. So this game should be low scoring in my opinion. I don't think it's going to be a shootout by any means. I think this is going to be a very defensive game, especially with the Broncos missing their star running back. So to me, what that looks like is the Broncos struggle to move the ball. The Bills have a hard time moving the ball as well. I can see this being a low scoring game. I can see some field goals in this game. I think Will Lutz has some field goals, has at least 2 in my opinion. Looking at Prater I don't trust for field goals because he's missed so many extra points. So I'm not really looking towards Prater in terms of the kicking side of things, but I am looking at Will Lutz for this Denver team. In my opinion, give me Denver Broncos money line. I think the Broncos win this game. I think it's going to be a very good, low-scoring defensive game here in Denver. Next game on the slate we have is the Niners taking on the Seahawks. Seattle minus 300 favorites at home in a playoff game. Minus 7 on the spread, 45.5 total, 69% of the money on Niners money line. And that being said, that's pretty much because of the odds. 65% on them plus 7. So that people are projecting this game to be very close. And am I saying it's not going to be close? No, I definitely think it's just going to be a competitive game. If you look at the Seahawks team, this Seahawks team has been dominant this season. 82% win rate. Obviously had a bye week to start. You look at the Niners coming off of a win versus Philly. Barely beat them. It was 23-19. I think they were up 3 touchdowns almost at the half, or 2 TDs, something like that. They were way up at halftime. Were beating the brakes off the Eagles and come out here and I'm pretty sure they were beating the brakes off the Eagles, right? Did the Eagles come back, or am I just tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there's a different game. Anyways, I'll stand by what I said. If I'm wrong on that, then please don't attack me in the comments because I could be tripping on this one. But anyways, looking at the Seahawks, we're going to take a look at their offense and defense. And is that really not even going to be on here? So I can't. Funny how they allow me to do that for certain teams and not for others. Like, and now I can't for this one. Did I click something else? Did I click this team? How did I get the offense and defense to show up? Okay. Anyways, all right. Well, I'm tripping. I'm having your boys having some issues here. Usually, like you guys just saw a minute ago, I could see the offense and defense of the teams over here on the side, but apparently it's not going to show me on this one, and I was planning on showing that for this as well. But anyways, Seattle, I think Seattle wins this game, and there's not much more that needs to be said. This is San Francisco defense has been struggling a little bit. I could see Sam Darnold throwing the ball for 250 plus. I'm going to be running with Sam Darnold here. I don't know that San Francisco can stop the run either. San Francisco's offense has looked good as of lately, but they're going against a pretty strong defense in Seattle. You look at the points that this team has given up overall: 3 versus San Francisco in their last game, 10. They did give up 37 to the Rams, 16, 9, 0, 20. They're not giving up a ton of points. Some of these they are giving up a decent amount of points, but overall this defense has looked pretty dang strong. So give me Seahawks here. I like Seahawks. I like Broncos. Running with the favorites today. In terms of running a teaser on this one, I'm looking at Broncos plus 7.5. I'll probably run an 8-point teaser on this one, or I think that has to be a 9-point teaser to get 7.5. So probably going to run some type of teaser for the Broncos. And then I'm going to run some type of teaser for Seattle. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might take just Seattle money line with Bronco plus 7.5 or something like that. That's probably what I'm going to run. Because I think Seattle wins, like I said. I think Broncos, if they lose, they keep it within a touchdown. I think this game could go either way. I think it's going to be competitive. So that's what I got for those two games. Lock them in if you like those two money lines. If you don't, play your heart. If you're a Bills fan, run with your team, guys. You got to support your team in the playoffs. For me, I don't really have a dog in the fight other than the Broncos. My wife's a Broncos fan, so realistically, kind of got to pull for the Broncos here. So that's what I'm going to run. We are going to lock in 2 NFL slips live on video, so make sure we do, or make sure you guys are sticking around to the end for that. I do want to say, if you guys do want to get a free month of our VIP, you can sign up with any of our partnered apps down in the description. There are going to be 7 apps listed there. Any one that you sign up for and make a deposit of at least $10 on, you will get a free month of VIP. You can get up to 7 full months for free. The one that I push the most right now is going to be Parlay Play. Parlay Play will give you a $5 free bet. They will give you a $100 deposit match. And you will also get free VIP for signing up using code FANTASYACES. If you want that free $5, sign up using our code. Links down in the description. Like I said, any of the ones in the description you can sign up for. Another platform that I am pushing right now is going to be called Upside Tools. Upside Tools is an optimizer. What does an optimizer do? It finds the best value across the books, helps you find positive EV value. You can see here, positive 7.2% right here for this college basketball game. But what do I use it for? A lot of times I'll click this player props optimizer. You can pick the book you want, and then you can pick the league you want. So if we're looking for an NFL on Prizepicks, we'll just filter it to that. You can see Travion Henderson under 10 rush attempts, 58.7% hit rate. It's going based off of where these other books have it at. So the other books have it at minus 122, minus 117, whatever, plus 138. And you guys can research yourself on this, find the best value across the books. Makes it really simple to use. So if you guys want to try it out, you do have a 5-day free trial link down in the description. And you guys can get a 25% off discount code using code ACES for your first month. So if you guys need help with that, just let me know. I can help you in any way possible. But Upside Tools is another great platform if you're looking for an optimizer. That being said, let's talk about our first player prop of the day. So the first player prop is going to be for our man Bo Nix. I'm running with Bo Nix here. These are going to be sweaty props. This is the playoffs. You get a lot of defensive games. I mean, not all the time, but a lot of defensive games. I think this is going to be a defensive game. Give me passing yards for Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix throws for 200. 200 is going to be almost a regular line. He's catched it 6 of his last 10. He has catched this 10 of 17 games on the season. Now, averages 231 passing yards per game, going against the number 1 ranked pass defense in the league right now. They only give up 157 passing yards per game. Head-to-head data with Bo Nix, he had 144 last season versus this Bills defense. Now, coming down here, you can also see passing yards versus Buffalo. These are similar quarterbacks. None of their quarterbacks have cashed their line. They held Trevor Lawrence to 207. which we remember we had Trevor Lawrence for 210 and barely went under that. They had Jalen Hurts, held him for 110, Shador for 157, and then Drake May for 155. So do I think this is just some free square for Bo Nix? No, I think this is going to be is going to be a tough matchup. I do think Bo could throw for 200 easily. They're missing J.K. Dobbins, like we said, so you're looking at R.J. Harvey to step it up here. You got Jaleel McLaughlin bringing it back a little bit. So two running backs that have had a little bit of success, but R.J. Harvey really, when you take a look at him, he's had some good games, but realistically, he's struggled a little bit too. So I'm leaning towards the passing game here for Bo Nix. I think that he's gonna have a good game, and 199.5 I think is too low for a game that they could potentially be trailing. They could definitely be trailing in this game. This is versus playoff Josh Allen. So give me Bo Nix, 199.5. I don't know what I just tried to type in, but Bo Nix for 199.5 is going to be a 1.56x. Who am I going to pair Bo Nix with? I'm pairing Bo Nix with Sam Darnold. I'm taking both quarterbacks, one quarterback from the teams I think is going to win, and I'm taking them both for 200 passing yards. That means I'm taking Sam Darnold for 200 as well. Sam Darnold has chalked us. He chalked us that last game. He had 198 versus San Francisco. The Niners did not keep that game super close. It was 13-3. They couldn't really do anything. That was a very, very low-scoring game. When you look at San Francisco's passing defense, 25th in the league. 232 yards per game on average they allow. Sam Darnold has cashed this line 12 of 17 on the season. He averages 238. Has some big passing games here. Head-to-head data. He's been over one of his last 3 versus San Francisco. He does have 2 games this season versus the Niners, and he went under both games. So if you look at this, you're like, oh, this matchup is really, really bad. Potentially, I do think in this playoff game right now, Sam Darnold is going to come out here, and I think he's going to cook tonight. It's going to be in Seattle. They want to win this game. This team, I think, is going to try to make a statement tonight. I think Niners are going to get beat, and give me Sam Darnold for 200 passing yards. I think the line's too low, even though he's missed it both games versus the Niners. I don't think this is another spot where Sam goes under. If he does, I'll eat my words. It is what it is. I'm going to lock this slip in live. So if it misses, I'm missing too. $250 is what I'm putting on this for a double up on the dot. 250 wins 500. Now let's take a look at Prizepicks. We do have to make sure the value on Prizepicks is not better. If it's slightly better, I'll still run it on parlay play, but it's a 1.9x. So getting better value on parlay play anyway. Let's lock it in while we can. So Sam Darnold plus Bo Nix, track picks. We're going to refresh so you know it's legit. And you guys can see Bo Nix and Sam Darnold both are locked in. And then for the last slip that I'm going to lock in live, it is going to be a kicker slip. I like both of these kickers for field goals. I already told you guys. Will Lutz is the first one. I think Denver's going to struggle to punch the ball in. I think there's going to be a couple of field goals made this game. You can look at Will Lutz. He has cashed this 9 of 17 on the season, right at a 50% hit rate, going against a team that has the 5th ranked defense in the league, giving up 1.4 field goals per game. Look at this team in their last 3 games, 2, 2, and 4. They've had 4 field goals versus the Chargers. The Chargers were able to stop this team. They're missing their running back, their number 1 running back. We already know this. Dobbins is out, which means this Denver offense is probably going to struggle. There's been games where this offense for Denver has struggled in general. I think there's going to be a couple stops from the Bills. I think Will Lutz is going to get some field goal attempts, at least 2. As long as he hits these field goals, we're cashing this prop in my opinion, and I'm going to be locking it in. So let's pull up Will Lutz. 1.5 field goals made. This is going to be a regular line. Who am I going to pair it with? I'm pairing it from the Niners side of things. I'm taking our man Pinheiro, taking Eddie P over 1 field goal made. So we're taking this down to 0.5. He's cashed this in 80% of games this season, 12 of 15, averages right at 2 per game. Should be able to get in field goal range at least one time. Seattle's defense is pretty dang good. They're going to be able to give us at least 1 stop. That's my personal opinion. And it looks like we can actually come down here and click rankings again. Maybe it's just on... Did I have a player prop pulled up earlier? Is that why it showed it? Anyway. We can come down here, and you can look at the defense for Seattle. They have the 10th ranked passing defense and the 3rd ranked rushing defense. So very, very strong defense. I'm expecting at least 1 field goal from a man Eddie P here. So give me that one. That's going to be a low payout over here on Parlay Play and Prizepicks. We'll check the payout to make sure. But this is right at a 1.83x. So 250 wins us 457, so $207 in profit. If we were to pull this up over on Prizepicks to check the value, I've already checked this. As of earlier, it was better on Parlay Play. 1.8x. So you get that 0.03x. It's very slightly better, but it is a little bit better. So we're going to lock it in here, 250. And that's what we have for today on our NFL video, guys. And hopefully this will actually lock in. I know Parlay Play does me dirty sometimes, and we'll struggle to lock in these lines. Of course. Let's try this again. Lutz. Eddie. 250. Place. And we'll give it just a second. But, yeah, that is what I like. When I'm looking at this NBA slate, come over here to games for NBA. We have a pretty big slate today. I'm going to play light on NBA. I'm going to find some key games that I like, and key games are going to be high-scoring games that look good for player props. Jazz Mavericks, probably going to be pretty good for player props. I'm probably going to focus on this game if you guys are looking at that. And let me refresh this one more time. I don't know why it does this for me. And if I go try to lock it on my app, on my phone, it's going to automatically just work the first try. It does this to me every single day, every single video. Pinheiro, please. I don't know if it can't verify my location or what, but okay. Whatever. But anyways, Jazz Mavericks game should be pretty high scoring. Honestly, I think this Knicks Suns game is going to be good. Neither team are on a back-to-back, so I think we got a competitive game here. We'll watch out for that one. Not looking at Pacers Pistons really for player props. Hawks Celtics is probably going to be decent for player props. OKC Heat, honestly, I think this is going to be decent for props. Spurs Minnesota is never going to be bad. It should be a pretty competitive game. Don't really like these two. Nuggets and Wizards, if it stays competitive, will be a good one. But you got some good games here. I'm not breaking down this entire slate on the video. I'm going to have some picks. I'm looking at football for the next couple days. Obviously, there's going to be NBA. There's going to be some money lines, things like that. But that being said, if you want to get all the NBA plays, they're in the Discord. Enable location. Okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to pull this up on my phone. And I'm going to lock this in really quickly. That way, you guys don't think I'm BSing. I know you guys probably believe me anyway that I'm going to lock in the slip. I do it every single day. And I post them on YouTube. Or on Discord, I mean. So let's see here. We got this. 250. Place. All right, if you guys can see this. We just placed that bet. It is locked in live. It's probably backwards for you guys. If I refresh, maybe it'll be in my track picks. Here we go. There we go. We just had to pull it up on our phone. Lutz and Pinheiro right there. 250 to win 457. Then Knicks and Darnold 250 to win 500. So lock them in if you like them, guys. Fade them if you don't. I hope you guys have the greatest Saturday of your entire life. Hope you guys cash every single slip you put in. And if you guys want to join our Discord, we'd love to have you. But I hope you guys have an awesome day. And I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video.